How to make viral UGC content that converts into sales. All right, so I have analyzed a little bit over 30 different ad accounts these last 6 months. So what we see work the best is UGC content, but there's a lot of bad UGC content as well. So I'm going to go a little bit over that as well. But I just want to go through how can you make good content, how can you increase your sales with UGC content, and how you can go more profitable into your business, into your e-commerce brand, right? So a good video, I would say around, if we're talking UGC videos, it can be from 15 seconds to 1 minute, right? So it really depends on the product that you have. I would say if it's a little bit more expensive product, maybe you need to have a little bit longer video because it needs more explaining, it needs more sales to it, right? It needs some kind of proof that this actually works, but we're going to talk a little bit about it. So the first and most important thing with the UGC video, with content through your ads, is the hook, right? You probably heard it a 1,000 times, but the opening line, the first thing they see in the video, is the most important thing in the video, and why? It's because if they don't see the rest of the video, it doesn't really matter, right? So the first 2-3 seconds, what you say, what you do, is going to be the most important thing. That's what's going to catch them the attention, right? So what we usually do here, we do around 3 to even 6 hooks, where we test 3 to 6 different types of videos through our ads, right? Different wordings, different concepts, different problems, different things to say in the video, different movements to do in the video. It can be many different hooks, but you need to kind of analyze, understand what your customer wants, how do they think, how can you use the same word system. There's many ways you can do this, but it's important to test out many different hooks so you understand completely what works and what does not work, okay? And what we also do also in the advertising strategy is that we, for example, test the hook effectiveness. So what you can do in, for example, the Facebook Business Manager, in the Ads Manager, you can actually see how many watches after 3 seconds, right? So we call this the metric hook effectiveness in our team. So you basically set up a custom metric on Facebook, and then you can basically see how many sees after the first 3 seconds. So now you basically know what hooks works and what hook does not work, all right? So that's the first thing. The second thing you need to kind of implement after the hook is some kind of problem, right? It's some kind of problem that your customer or even yourself has that makes you want to buy the product or even need the product, right? So you need to kind of analyze, what does your product do and why does customer like buy your product, and what problems do they have, right? So here you can implement the problems of your customers or even yourself on why you need the product, right? So you can talk about that specific problem. You can actually test out 2, 3, 4 different types of problems also if your if your product actually solves more than one problem, right? And what we really like in the UGC video as well is that you talk from your own experience, right? So what I mean by that is that, for example, if I talk about myself and how I solved my problem, you are going to listen instead of me saying you have this problem and this is how you are going to solve it, because now I'm kind of like going towards you and say that this is how you are going to do it, this is how you are going to fix it, and people don't like that. So if I say, do you have this problem? You're not going to like it. But if I say, I have this problem, I have struggled with mental health every single day, like if I said I have this problem, you are going to relate more rather than just me giving assumptions directly to you. Hope that makes sense. So after the problem, that's when you're going to go into the solution, and also the solution, which is your product, right? So here you can go about the solution to that specific problem that you were naming and talking about, but also about different features about the product, but features that lead you going into the dream outcome. So what we see with a lot of bad UGC content and bad videos is that they go too specific into the product. For example, if we're talking about ingredients, for example, there's a lot of clients that knows very much about their products. They know all the ingredients, they know all the things in the product, but you need to always remember that customers doesn't really care about how much ingredients and percentages there are in this bottle. They care about, can they solve my problem? So in the solutions, yes, go into some features about the product, but the features that gives them the specific dream outcome, right? So it's really, really important. Do not go off topic. Keep it on the same topic, problem and how you solve their problem. That's the only thing you should focus on, with some features that leads them into solving the problem, right? So next thing, you've now gone through the hook, you've gone through the problem, you've gone through the solution, and now you need to show them that this actually works, right? So now you need to add some type of social proof into this, right? Are there more customers that has experienced this problem? Maybe you have reviews, maybe you have results you can refer to. For example, if you run ads to a skincare brand, right? Show the results, the before and after results. How did the skin look before using this product, and how does the skin look after using the product? Now I have results, social proof of what I can refer to, right? And also, if you have customers, reviews, interviews with customers, use it to your advantage, right? Really, really important to add on, okay? Social proof, show them there are a lot of customers that actually love your product. And when you have a lot of customers, you have a lot of reviews, a lot of people talking about your brand, usually that social proof gets into what we call FOMO, so fear of missing out, right? When you see a lot of people liking this brand, they like this product, people always start to wonder, why is so many people liking this product, right? So now you kind of want to be a part of that, right? So fear of missing out is a great tool to use in your UGC content, right? Social proof and credibility. If you can also add some credibility into your brand, into your content, is going to help you loads. All right. So what I mean by credibility, for example, if you sell hair care products, right, for your hair. So imagine if it was a hairdresser actually in the video that had 20 or 30 years of experience. You can use that to your advantage as well, because it shows some type of credibility that you actually know a lot about your product. So now you have social proof regarding, you have more reviews, you have customers that actually love your product, but also at the same time you have some type of credibility that you can show and refer to, that you have been 20 years or 30 years as a hairdresser and you know a lot about this stuff, right? So the last thing you want to add on to your video is going to be some type of call to action. So at the end of the video, you make customers go in and make them do a purchase, or you basically make them do some type of action. So maybe you say, go into the website and buy now, or go into the website and see more, right? It's literally really important that you give them some type of call to action so they know exactly what to do. And what's really important here that you can actually add on as well is some type of urgency and scarcity to it. So if you also have a really good offer, you can also name that at the end of the video to make them purchase now, right? 20% off only this week. Go into the website and purchase now. Now you have urgency, you have scarcity, and you have a really good offer, and yeah, you give a really good call to action with some type of urgency to it, which is really, really important. All right, so that's how to make a viral UGC content that actually converted into a sale. Hope that was valuable. If not, you let me know. See you.